weather right across Canada. We are really getting that summer heat together, and with it, the risk of some severe storms continues across areas of the Prairie, central portions of Alberta, stretching into Saskatchewan as we head towards Tuesday afternoon. Now, the culprit behind all of this is going to be this cold front that's triggering these scattered thunderstorms through this afternoon. Now, with this, we can be looking at the risk of some large hail as well as heavy rainfall. But as we head into our day on Wednesday, this cold front, as it slumps further towards the south, we will still see another round of some thunderstorms, but it's going to be further towards the southern end of the prairies rather than the northern or more widespread. So when we take a look at some of these thunderstorms into our Wednesday, we can see a lot of them pushing across areas of central portions of Saskatchewan and then similarly into Manitoba as well. Large hail, again, is going to be one of the big culprits, as well as heavy rainfall. But when we are talking about some of the heavy rainfall, one area that we will continue to watch, especially through this weekend, is going to be southern portions of Alberta. Another low pressure system impacting the region will bring rainfall totals as high as 75 millimeters by the time we head into Sunday. So we'll keep an eye on that. Going back to the east, widespread risk of some non-severe thunderstorms across Ontario and Quebec. However, some of them can become quite severe into Timmins, possibility of some large hail. This is that system up towards the northern portions of northeastern Ontario. It's going to be the cold front on the back end that really brings those thunderstorms to fruition as we're going through this afternoon, possibly getting severe. But on the back end of this, it's going to be the lake breeze that sets up across the western portions of the province of southern Ontario, that's going to be bringing with it the risk of some of the heavy rainfall as well as strong wind gusts. You can hear a couple of rumbles into the overnight, but as we head into Wednesday, this is when that risk becomes more widespread across southern Ontario. Severe possible storms, heavy rainfall, as well as strong winds. It's going to be in two different rounds. As we head into our afternoon on Wednesday, we're going to see that warm front move on in. So central portions of southern Ontario with that lake breeze, we'll be looking at the risk of some possibly severe storms. But what we need to be watching is going to be the second line on Wednesday evening. This right into Sarnia. This can bring with it damaging wind gusts, strong and heavy downpours, as well as strong winds as well. The possibility of some hail getting into those larger criteria is possible as well. In terms of rainfall, we can be looking at upwards of 75 millimeters for Sarnia.
Did you change your cell phone?
It's time for your national forecast. For the Reet, Laura Power joining you. And Laura, it is Game 6 for the Stanley Cup Final.
Yes, it could be over tonight. Their Florida Panthers are up 3-2 in the series. It is in Florida, but if you're at the watch party down in Moss Pit, just know that we do have a chance at some thunderstorms around your puck drop time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to take a quick look at that thunderstorm risk.
Exactly. So it is a possibility of seeing some severe storms widespread across central portions of Alberta, stretching into Saskatchewan. The main risk with this is going to be the large hail. Now, in terms of the thunderstorms themselves, they're kicking off through the afternoon, heading into the evening. This cold front draped over the region. As we head into Wednesday, however, that risk is going to shift further towards the south, just as this cold front dips further towards the south as well. Again, the main hazards with this is going to be that large hail. So be mindful if you are outside that some of those risks are going to be present, plus heavy rain and strong wind. But when we're talking about the heavy rain, Laura, southern portions of Alberta, they're going to get quite a bit of a boatload of it.
Yeah, over the next few days, you're looking at a ton of rain going through Calgary and southward towards the U.S. border. And where we haven't seen a whole lot of rain is BC's coast. System is impacting the central coast, eventually slip southward, bringing the chance at finally breaking your dry streak across the lower mainland. Now, it's not a whole lot of accumulation, but over the long range, we will accumulate quite a bit more. But you can expect upwards of 5 millimeters, but 30 to 50 for the central coastline.
That's always good news, because when we do take a look back at some of those temperatures, as we head into Wednesday, we are going to start to see a bit of a cool down across portions of Alberta as well. That cold front is going to be dipping south. However, the heat will still hold on across Saskatchewan. But when we head into Saturday, that's when those temperatures are getting like spring across the prairies.
Yeah, a high of 10 degrees is not very indicative of June 21st. So you might want to break out the sweaters and jackets, but it is short-lived.
Luckily for that, Banff, you might actually be seeing some flurries at those higher levels. Now let's go back to more summer-like conditions widespread across Ontario as well as Quebec. We do have the risk for some non-severe thunderstorms. A small portion into Timmins, possibly seeing some severe activity, but the real event is going to be as we head into tomorrow, Laura.
Yeah, it's stretching from east of the GTA all the way through southwestern Ontario. They could end up being quite severe, bringing heavy downpours and strong wind gusts. So when we play through the timing, there's those scattered chance of some scattered storms. There's the overnight hours, maybe a chance of some nocturnal. You might hear a rumble overnight, but the main event will be occurring mid-afternoon. There's the 2 p.m. hour for the Golden Horseshoe all the way towards Sarnia and southward, and then that's not even the main event. The biggest portion of the system pushes in the evening hours just before sunset, so it could be an overnight risk once again.
Exactly. And for the Sarnia area down towards southwestern Ontario, take a look at some of these rain totals. By the time we head into Thursday, upwards of 75 millimeters of rainfall. Large hail is going to be a big story, as well as the risk of damaging winds. Now that's going to be with the line, but as we do head into our day on Wednesday, Thursday, widespread strong winds.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon, anticipate a very windy day. We could be seeing upwards of 90 plus kilometers an hour across portions of southern Ontario and southern Quebec as well. So very gusty day, but it is short-lived. Temperatures, though, they are not short-lived. We are headed into a likely warranting some heat warnings by the weekend, but we have a humidex value of 46 in Windsor on Sunday.
So it's going to be hot, humid. Looking at these numbers, I can already feel my hair sticking up, which is not my favorite time of year. Now let's take a look across Atlantic Canada. The risk of some non-severe thunderstorms up towards Gander. This is that cold front and the warm front that moves in as we're heading from Wednesday into Thursday. This is going to bring that heat and humidity, widespread showers as well. So when we take a look at some of your temperatures heading into Wednesday afternoon across the east, Laura, we have 28 degrees down towards Windsor, whereas temperatures in the Maritimes are more so seasonal.
Yeah, all that and more in your regional forecast. Stay up to date and all your latest forecast details.